It's being stated that The Rock is positioning his company, his production company, Seven Bucks Production, and himself as the fallback, and ultimately the guy who's playing chess to put himself into a position where he is going to take over the MCU. So right off the bat, let me just say that I haven't seen any of the big trades or anybody like that talk about it, but following multiple trails, and you always start to go down this rabbit hole where it just gets out of hand, and it's site linking to sites, linking to another site, linking to a video that's taken out of context from something else, and it just gets overblown. Now, again, this is how this whole industry works. This is how news reports, this is how the news works as well, right? Like, they get a hint and then they follow it. Maybe there's something there, maybe there isn't. But remember, well over, 5 or 6 weeks ago, an insider claimed, hey, The Rock, Marvel Studios, they're interested in The Rock playing Apocalypse. And then we just recently find out Disney has an overall first look deal and production deal now with The Rock's 7 Bucks Productions company, which again changes the complete game for The Rock and Disney. But then we started to hear, well, yeah, they want him to play Apocalypse. That's true. More people are now saying that this is true. And that there's something more in the works. Now people are really going out there saying The Rock is positioning himself to try to do exactly what he did with the DCEU, which is put himself into that franchise and then try to overthrow everybody to make it his own. Now I'm just going to say stop right there. Look, The Rock is not one of my favorite celebrities by a long mile, okay? He's not. But this would be even more egotistic than the most egotistic thing out there in Hollywood, you know? And The Rock, maybe he's realized that, hey, maybe I'm not as big as I thought I was in Hollywood. Clearly, audiences rejected me. Franchises and co-stars rejected me. I got to take a step back. The DCEU was a failure. Black Adam didn't work out for me. I got to take a step back. Now, why would you sign a big production deal and an overall first look deal with Disney, where they got all these other assets and franchises, which you're now a part of, and why would you then put yourself in a position where you're going to try to overthrow the guy that has made the whole concept of Marvel as a shared universe and Marvel as an unstoppable juggernaut the it thing in Hollywood? You know? Like, The Rock can't have an ego that big that he thinks he's gonna walk all over Kevin Feige. Granted, I could also be wrong, but there's currently nothing from big industry trades to indicate that there's anything to this. And until there is, I call this a nonsense rumor, and that's what I'm filing it under. I get some people do think it's going to happen, and maybe he will, and maybe he does try, but Disney's going to go with Feige over him for the obvious reason that Feige, with missteps, has still delivered the goods. And in a day and age where Disney original films and everything else is struggling, Marvel can still deliver better than most of those. There's no way they go to The Rock and let him take everything over after what happened with the DCEU.